everybody, what is going on? It's your girl Keisha. Welcome to the show, Undeniable Keziah. Alright, let's get into it. We were speaking about your favorite rapper, Travis Scott. Okay, yeah, so Travis Scott is in some hot water, and there's a huge investigation going on due to his performance at his Astroworld festival on Friday, that took place on Friday. And people died. There were about 8 people that died, okay? 300 people were injured. So there was a total about 50,000 people. And something came over these people where they started rushing to the stage and they were trampling the people that were in the front. There was a witness by the name of Eric Daniels. He was there with his son and he saw everything clear as day. Did you hear what I said? He saw everything as clear as day, okay? He said he saw people that were in the front being trampled. Within 15 minutes within the show, he said he saw someone leaned over unconscious. Then he started seeing like about 4 to 5 limp bodies. And people were just still going about having a good old time. But eventually it got to the point where people were chanting, "Stop the show! Stop the show!" And Travis Scott never stopped the show. He just kept on going. And then Eric Daniels, the witness, he said that the soundtrack turned to something very eerie and ominous. He said it was very, very weird and scary. And he just kept it going. And then eventually the music went back to its regular tone. And he was just like, in the midst of people suffocating, in the midst of people suffering and are hurt and barely have any life in them, he just kind of switched up the tone a bit. It was almost like a demonic type of tone. That stood out to the witness, and it definitely stood out to me. Excuse me, you have people being trampled over at your show and you don't think to stop? So you getting your money and you're performing means more to you than a human life. Someone that looks up to you, someone who supports you. If it wasn't for these fans, you wouldn't be who and where you are. The fire chief, Mr. Pena, he spoke out about the situation and he felt like there should have been a lot more protection for the crowd. For a large group of people together in one area, there should have been more safety. So the Houston fire chief, Mr. Pena, he was very upset and he felt like the show developers and the show promoters and also Travis Scott should have done their due diligence to make sure that everybody at that show was protected and safe. And if anything got out of hand, they knew how to handle the situation and knew how to bring it under control. There was no contingency, and that was a problem. They did not do what they had to do to make sure that this did not get out of hand. But Travis Scott is the main person that's responsible. You are the star. You should have made sure that you did the right thing and have a heart and stop that show as soon as you saw and heard the chaos. I know that big old head of his heard, I know them ears of his heard people chanting, "Stop the show, stop the show," and he refused to stop the show. You can't sit there and tell me this guy didn't hear that. And then to play that ominous music, this is crazy. So a lot of people putting on their conspiracy hats and are saying, was this a sacrifice? We're going to take it there, you guys. We're going to take it there because a lot of people have called out a lot of these rappers, a lot of these singers, a lot of these actors, basically celebrity people, famous people they have been called out for a very long time. And when people speak about sacrifices and selling souls, people be like, oh, you just hating, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. But I'm starting to believe that this is a real thing. People do sacrifice, people do sell their soul. What profit you to gain everything in the world and to lose your soul? There's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that. So for that witness, Mr. Daniels, you know, being in that situation, that is definitely scary. He said he saw the fear in those people's eyes. He saw fear in those victims' eyes because they was trying to escape and they couldn't escape. Imagine being trampled on. Imagine having your head, your back, your chest, everything stomped and squashed. That is horrific. And the ages of the deceased is from 14 years old to 27. These were very young people. Very, very young people. And what is shocking to me is that this is not the first time people have been injured at Travis Scott shows. Back in 2017, he was arrested by the Roger Police Department because he incited violence. He incited a riot. He pushed people to rush the stage and bypass security. He made that calling. It's almost like people are just so zoned out, hypnotized, and just out of this world that is like, come to me, and they're coming to you. I'm not gonna have nobody come talking about come rush the stage and come. I'm not doing that. Why can't you just stay in one place, dance, sing along, and have a good time? Rushing to the stage and you know you're gonna trample somebody. You know you're gonna hurt somebody. Like, people are just crazy these days. It's almost like, did they put something on these people? And again, this is not the first time this happened. 2019, this occurred again when there were people who tried to rush the stage to get to Travis Scott, and people were trampled and people were hurt. People were injured and had to be hospitalized. Okay, so this is not the first time. So I don't understand why these promoters did not do their due diligence. Like I said before, they were very careless and very incompetent. This doesn't make any sense. And you start to question these celebrities. You know, you start to question their motives, try to question why certain things is done in the midst of their presence. This is very bizarre. It's sickening to hear about that. And it's, like I said, it's very disheartening because now families have to bury their loved ones. But Travis Scott is working with law enforcement, and it's said that he's going to be paying for 8 of the victims. This is why I never liked concerts. I went to one concert before, and I would never go to one again. It's not my cup of tea. There's fights that breaks out. People get drunk. People get stupid. People go crazy for these celebrities. Even when Whitney Houston had died, her body was laying dead upstairs, and you had Nicki Minaj performing this weird out, scary, spooky type of performance. And I'm just like, really? Nicki Minaj, really? You know, so you really wonder, you know. Let me tell you something. If y'all believe in the Most High, you believe in God and his angels, trust and believe. Satan got his. Satan got his angels too. And think that there's good and that there's a heavenly father and think that there's no wicked. Satan doesn't have his angels. Satan don't have his army doing his deeds, sending forth his demons to do his dirty work. Yes, that's very, very true. So y'all got to pay attention. So you have to protect your spirit, protect your energy, do what you got to do to not get caught up in any type of situation, because this was very, very eerie to me. Just hearing it, I just got chills. At the end of the day, you know, I don't know what you guys think. If you guys think this was sacrifice, do you think this was scary and eerie? How, you know, the music kind of changed as people were suffering and literally dying. And then the music just changed back to its regular tone. It just went back to his normal performance. Like, that is very, very strange and odd to me. And it should be to you. But tell me what you guys think about the situation. Let me know. Leave a comment down below. If you want, subscribe, hit the like button. But I'm telling you guys, be very, very, very careful, man. It's serious out here. It's very, very serious. Okay, peace out.